Today we're going to be talking about finding the area for rhombi and kites. Now what you'll notice with a rhombus and a kite, they have the same kind of shape to it. And when we talked about them in our quadrilaterals unit, we did see that they shared some properties. But one of them is that they both have diagonals that are very important to help us find the area of these shapes. So the diagonals go through the inside of the shape. They connect one vertex to the one across from it. So we have two of those, and these in these pictures are labeled A and B. Doesn't mean anything, which one's A, which one's B, it doesn't matter. It's just a way to label this so you're seeing what we're doing with our formula. So what we do is we take our diagonals, we multiply them together, and then divide by 2. So again, you can see this formula in two different ways, but here's how I'll be referring to it. So diagonal times the other diagonal divided by 2. And then I did make a note here, just remember that A and B in our formula are just representing the two different diagonals. You could in different formulas see D sub 1, diagonal 1, times D sub 2, diagonal 2, divided by 2. But I'll try to stick to this formula right here. It just looks a little friendlier. So what you need to do first is just figure out how long each of your diagonals are. Now some will give you the total diagonal, some will give you each of the pieces. So I see for this first diagonal, I have a section that's 2 and a section that's 10. So that whole diagonal is 12. And then here I have 6 and 6, so this whole diagonal is 12. So to find my area here, I take that 12 times our other 12, and I'm going to divide by 2. So I'll get 144 divided by 2, and that will give me 72. And that's my area of this kite here. All right, so now let's do the next problem. This is a rhombus, and I know it's a rhombus just because it has all 4 sides are congruent. Now that doesn't make a difference between it being a rhombus or a kite. How we do this, we take the total diagonal, so this diagonal is 10. And let's look at the other diagonal, that's 8. So I'm going to take those, multiply them together. So 10 times 8 divided by 2. 10 times 8 will give me 80 divided by 2, which will give me 40. All right, and then the last one, sometimes you'll see the diagonals values drawn in outside of the shape. Again, this 38 is representing this diagonal here. The 19 is representing this diagonal there. So you could see this drawn this way as well. So same idea, we're going to take our 2 diagonals. So 38 times 19 divided by 2. So I'm going to do 38 times 19. That'll give me 722. Divide that by 2. And I'm going to end up with an area of 361. So again, it does not matter if you're talking about a rhombus or a kite. The formula is the same. We take our total diagonal times the other total diagonal and divide by 2.